Hey guys, it is Julie here with JT Wealth. In today's video, we are going to be discussing Cathie Wood and her control over ARK Invest, plus take a look at how her ETFs are performing. So let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. Like I said, today we are talking about Cathie Wood and going to give you an update on the battle for control over her company, ARK Invest, with Resolute Management. We're also going to take a look at how her ETFs have been performing and what type of performance Cathie Wood expects for the future. Just before we get into all of that, this is just your friendly reminder that if you enjoy today's video, make sure you give us a big thumbs up and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoy free stocks, make sure to check out some of the links in our description. Right now and until the end of December, Webull is giving away 4 free stocks just for opening up a new investment account and making an initial deposit of $100. So make sure to check them out. Okay, now we are going to start off with the topic that I know everybody is the most curious about, and that is the issue of control of ARK Invest between Cathie Wood and Resolute Management. Now, this was first in the news back on November 18th, where we heard that Cathie Wood might lose control of ARK, which is the company that she founded, as a recent regulatory filing suggested that Resolute Investment Managers, who is ARK Fund's U.S. distributor, plans to take control of the company early next year. What had led to this is that when Resolute acquired a minority stake in ARK back in 2016, the deal also included an option that allowed Resolute to purchase a controlling stake if it wants before the option expires in 2021. And it was said that Cathie Wood was fighting the takeover. In a statement, she said that she was disappointed about their unwelcome notice of their intention to seize control of the business. The remarkable success of their team is rooted firmly in a culture of transparency, collaboration, and employee ownership, said Cathie. We do not believe that equity ownership by a party tangential to our business is in the best interest of ARK's stakeholders. So we were all left feeling pretty uneasy at the fact that the founder and visionary of ARK Invest might be getting pushed out of her own company. But now we have finally come across something that gives us a bit of an insight as to where the situation stands today. That update came in a Bloomberg article from today, where it discusses how about a month ago, Cathie seemed helpless to stop Resolute and the private equity firm behind it, Kelso & Company, from acquiring a majority stake in ARK. Now their dispute is headed toward an amicable resolution that leaves Wood in control. So we can breathe easy there. The biggest part of that statement is that it leaves Wood in control, and this was one of the things that people were most concerned over. In regards to the situation with Resolute, Cathie stated that has quieted down and we are in negotiations. We want it to be fair and square with our partner, and I think things will work out. And this is right along the tracks of what we were hoping to see, as it didn't make sense that Resolute would want to push a hostile takeover if it meant that Cathie Wood would be leaving, because what would ARK Invest be without Cathie? Despite this period of uncertainty, this did not stop Cathie Wood and her team from growing ARK Invest and providing some pretty fantastic returns. They are now up to $50 billion under management, and Cathie says that our business is very profitable. In addition to the $30.5 billion of assets in their 7 ETFs, ARK manages accounts for retail and institutional clients, as well as funds in non-US markets. Its ETF revenue alone adds up to at least $225 million a year. And as far as returns go, most notable is their ARK Innovation ETF. Trading under the ticker ARKK, this has presented 152% returns so far in the year 2020. As you may know, ARK Invest focuses on disruptive technologies, and this fund combines the 4 different areas that ARK targets, including DNA technologies or genomic revolutions, industrial innovation in energy, automation, and manufacturing in industrial innovation, the increased use of shared technology, infrastructure, and services in next-generation internet, and technologies that make financial services even more efficient in fintech innovation. Their top 10 holdings include Tesla, Roku, CRISPR Therapeutics, Square, Invitae, Teladoc Health, Zillow Group, Proto Labs, Shopify Technology, and Pure Storage Inc. Most ETFs passively track an index or a market, but ARK Invest's ETFs are actively managed. And they have 5 actively managed ETFs in total, including that ARK K, which umbrellas all of the 4 topics below it, or else you can get more specific by going into each one individually. And each of these 4 more specific ETFs has also had some fantastic returns so far in 2020. First, we have ARK-Q, which is the ARK Autonomous Technology and Robotics ETF. This year, they have seen a 93% return. Second is ARK-W, which is ARK's next generation internet ETF, which has seen 156% this year. Third is ARK-F, which is the ARK FinTech Innovation ETF, which has seen a nice 105% return. And fourth, and the highest return this year so far, is the ARK-G, which is the ARK Genomic Revolution ETF. This fund has seen growth of 183% in the year 2020. Now, unlike most traditional investment management companies, Cathie actually credits a lot of their success to social media. With a strong presence on Twitter, they use the platform to post reports, videos, and podcasts, stress test concepts, and solicit feedback. Cathie says it has given us a competitive advantage because the compliance departments in other organizations will not let their portfolio managers or analysts talk about their research. There's a virtuous cycle at work here, and there's also a bit of a viral network effect taking place. And of course, Cathie Wood became very well known on social media as Tesla's biggest bull, as she had very generous price targets for the company. And of course, Tesla has performed incredibly well since her initial predictions. And she still has Tesla as her top holding in many of her funds. But collectively, it's actually health-focused funds that comprise the biggest component of ARK. Cathie said that Tesla's still in the running, but I would have to say that the biggest upside surprises are going to come from the genomic space. That's because the convergence of DNA sequencing, artificial intelligence, and gene therapies, importantly CRISPR gene editing, is going to cure disease. As far as future performance for ARK Invest ETFs, Cathie is feeling confident and says that her investments will return at least 20% annually, more than doubling over the next 5 years. And given her track record so far, I would say that this is incredibly possible. So there we have some updates on Cathie Wood and ARK Invest. Very happy to say that it sounds like they are amicably working towards Cathie staying in control and working something out between her and Resolute Management. I always love hearing from you guys, so make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you feel about Cathie Wood and her ARK Invest ETFs? If you made it all the way to the end of today's video, make sure you give us a big thumbs up and that you're subscribed to the channel as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and cheers.